You love bourbon. You love balls. Now put your balls where your bourbon is. Whiskey with Friends presents Bourbon and Balls with your hosts, Vinny, Colby, Anthony, and Aaron.
Cheers, friends, and welcome back to Bourbon and Balls. I am Vinny, and I'm here with my buddies Anthony, Colby, and Aaron. If this is your first time, thanks for joining. We have some bourbon, and we talk all sorts of sports, mostly football. Today we have a pretty exciting show. We're going to talk current events, news over the last week or so since we last spoke to you, and then we're going to play a game that we invented called Fantasy Fight. It's sort of a hybrid trivia game, a little bit of Family Feud, some Wheel of Fortune, some Jeopardy, mixed all in together to test these schmucks' knowledge. It's not bum fights, but it's a couple bums fighting. It'll be a good time. So we'll start with fantasy news. I'm going to start selfishly.
You're pouring some bourbon. You're so excited for this game.
I am so excited.
You're forgetting that
You're right.
cracking open a brand new bottle of Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. It's delicious.
It sounded like a fake commercial. Right? That sounded like a Ricky Bobby.
This is kind of like a little bit more.
That's perfect.
It's kind of like Woodford's Double Oaked. It's not kind of. I guess it is. It's aged normally, and then they put it in a freshly toasted barrel, lightly toasted. You're a little far away from me there, Vinny, to do the honors for you.
Thank you.
And then they re-age it again. I don't remember how long it is. We'll do a review on this and get a little more technical with the information, but this stuff is awesome. It's delicious. If you can find a bottle, I recommend you buying it because it's that good. It's too light of a pour.
Yeah, Toasted Barrel is, if it's not my favorite bottle right now,
it's top five.
Yeah, it's top five
easily.
Yeah.
Top.
Very, very good. Very good. If you're newer to whiskey, newer to bourbon, and you want a little more sweetness, go with any sort of Toasted Barrel. The Elijah Craig, the Woodford, those Toasted Barrels.
Notch down from Double Oaked as far as the sweetness goes, which I might kind of like. It's easier to drink more of it because a Double Oaked is pretty damn sweet.
Juice.
So good.
That's good.
All right.
That's fucking nice.
Are we ready now?
Let's do this.
Ready to talk news?
Yeah, now we can talk news. Now that we all got a drink, we can talk news.
Yeah, so we're going to start with a different type of ball today. We're going to start with a different type of football, if you will.
Oh, God.
This guy.
My home team. The Italy national team won the Euro Cup for the first time since 1968. They beat England, and it was a tough day for England. Tough 24-hour period for England. We'll cover that in the next one. But for now, we're going to say Forza Italia. Go Italy.
Forza Italia.
Forza Italians.
Thank you.
Mambo Italiano.
There you go. Appreciate
I'm happy that they won. It was cool. It's honestly the first time whenever I was watching the first round against somebody, whoever the A country was, you and Antonio a couple weeks ago. It was the first time I've probably ever sat and watched soccer for more than 30 seconds. It was pretty entertaining. I actually watched most of the.
Well, the Italians are very entertaining. Do a lot of that. Yeah. They did. There's a lot of pictures of them doing a lot of this. So there
was a video of them before they got on the field. They're all talking to each other like this.
Yeah, I saw the most Italians really do Italian.
It's like Peter Griffin, so he wasn't being.
And then I catch some shit because I'm Italian, and obviously my team is still USA.
Mine too.
But Italy would be my second team, and my wife and her whole family are from England. So my wife actually was sleeping on the couch when the game was happening, so she didn't really give a shit.
And then you were later that night.
Exactly. But my brother-in-law, had to be saved from himself because
I believe it.
I don't even want to know. He's probably still hiding in a corner somewhere. And I know you did text me and ask me for his phone number, which I knew exactly why you did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
I didn't even say a word on the thing. I literally I was a video of my face and then the screen of the TV cheering, and then I switched over to my family going crazy, and then just back to my face, and I sent it to him.
He might not even have that phone right now. I mean, he might have launched it in the pool or somewhere else. I mean,
because England went up early, so there was a lot to be excited
Very
about. It's not like
2 minutes.
It's not even like the Super Bowl with the Chiefs and the Bucks, where the Chiefs just didn't.
No, it was a good. I mean, and even in the shootout, England looked like they were going to. England looked like they were going to win the shootout, and they just started missing kicks.
That was a good game. Italy really settled in the second half. They're
proud of them.
Thank you.
All
right.
It was awesome.
So then England suffered a second consecutive major defeat. The next one, the only balls in this one are what it takes to stand into a ring with these fighters, but a huge UFC card, which was highlighted by Conor McGregor.
He's
Irish, bro.
I was like, England.
Oh, you're right.
Don't
whatever.
shoot.
I was wondering where this. I was like, what's a second piece?
Nah, you're right. I'm generalizing.
The English and the Irish don't let you.
Western European.
There you go.
Yes, you're right. I tried to piggyback those things and didn't work.
It was awful.
You're right. My bad.
While we're hopping
on that
pond.
Hop in the pond. All right, back over on that side of the pond. Huge UFC card highlighted by Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier. It was the trilogy, the rubber match. Although I don't really like that they called it like a trilogy because it's like, first of all, Conor won like 8 years ago, back when he still had braids and was up and coming. Dustin Poirier has gotten better every year, and Conor McGregor has been like a little, spreading himself a little thin in the world.
Not even spreading himself thin. I mean, he is spreading himself thin, but he just isn't. His mind's not in the game. He's in it for the money. And he's not training like he was. I mean, he can still go out and kick most people's ass in the octagon, but he's not going to be able to hang.
Honestly, I thought things were going to change. I thought because of the money he has, the training he can do, what he has with the coaches that he can bring in, the people he can bring in, with all this money now, you can train better.
You know what he was training when he was doing his best?
What were they saying? He was playing.
No, not the hours. He was training that dance fighting.
Taibo or something.
No.
Like Brazilian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like chupacabra.
I want to say
capoeira.
I was going to say capybara, but that's a rodent.
Yeah, he was training capoeira, and like he was all about. You know what I think the problem is? He lost his chin. Like you look back to like people like Chuck Liddell and stuff. These people were dominant, and then the first time they got knocked out, that was it. Their chin was gone permanently. They got knocked. Like Chuck Liddell never got knocked out, and then after the first time he got knocked out like 3 out of his next 4 fights or something.
Connor doesn't get knocked out though. He gets tired.
He just got knocked out.
His fucking leg broke.
Last fight. Yeah, his last fight. I mean, last year he got knocked out cold. So
he didn't get knocked. I mean,
so they get into the fight. They get into this fight. If you haven't seen it,
it's pretty gruesome.
Don't Google it.
If you don't like orthopedic bone breaks,
which I do not. Don't look at it. He snapped his ankle. What looked like clean in two. It was Dak Prescott-ish.
It was his tibia fibia. So
even worse.
Lower leg
snap.
They're showing the video now, slowing it down. He threw that front kick and caught Poirier's elbow.
Oh, so he did break it then?
He broke it on that front kick. He hit him in the elbow, and he stepped back, and then when he went to throw the punch and he put the weight on, it just crumbled.
Oh,
it's pretty brutal. I mean,
and
Dustin was like, "Fuck you! I'm going in there. I'm going to beat your ass after I just watched your leg snap in two."
It was one of the most graphic injuries.
I mean, for me too. Part of the biggest thing that I didn't like, but made it entertaining, was after the fight, he's screaming, "Your wife's in my DMs. We're gonna go again." I mean, your leg is in pieces, and you're still like,
dude, you're on the floor.
Yeah, he did.
On the floor.
Yeah. There's 3 doctors putting a cast on your leg right now.
I mean, when it comes down to it, if he's not the fighter he was in the past, Conor McGregor still is entertainment, and they need Conor McGregor in the UFC.
He's important. He's way more important than his record.
Time.
Yeah. But the problem is, if he had lost this fight without that injury, I don't know that he's relevant anymore. Because now it's like, all right, now you've lost 3 out of your last 4 fights. Like, now you're a schmuck. Like that's a death sentence in the UFC.
Could be 3 fights in a row because he lost to. or he beat Cowboy.
You know what? He snuck that shoulder in there for a win.
But he's a name. He's like Cowboy. He's like Anderson Silva. He's like Chuck Liddell. They lose, but they have such a big name and they break.
There's only so
many times, and before people are like, "Yeah, he's funny," but
what have you done lately?
Anderson Silva lost a ton of fights in a row. Cowboys lost a ton of fights.
And
Cowboys fighting on the previous.
This is the first.
Listen, we love Nico here. Go Nico, hometown boy. But
Nico Price.
He went from fighting. Cowboy went from fighting like he probably has like the most prolific.
Fights every 3 months.
Not only does he fight every 3 months, he has fought every elite fighter that has ever existed in the UFC, and now he's fighting Nico on the undercard. It's like, all right, well,
he was the co-main event.
You're right. That was the co-main event on that card.
And Nico actually won that fight. If it wasn't for that,
100% won that
definitely,
fight.
100%.
For that
100%
eye poke.
The point is, like, if you lose a couple fights, and it's hard to regain that confidence and get like real fights back, and if he's not in the realm of being if he's not within 2 fights of going for a belt, then. Is he relevant?
He's done. He's gonna have one more fight.
His thing is like, I mean, this is probably last.
They almost need to give him like a shit fight.
You get maybe a shit fight, but I think if he fights another top 5 guy and he wins, I mean, he's a money draw.
He'll be right
Fortunately,
back.
he'll get a title shot because it's
that's what all
Dana White.
Throw a fight.
Dana White cares more about money and viewers than he does about rankings and shit. He's proven that time and time again on.
Why
if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. That's what it comes down
to. Exactly.
If you think that Conor McGregor doesn't come back for his next fight, everyone and their mother are going to be buying that fight.
Of course. He breaks pay-per-view records every time he steps in the mat.
My only recommendation, let's dial these pay-per-views back a few hours, start at like 5 and let them end at like 11 because I can't stay up till fucking 1 o'clock or Thursday anymore.
I don't know.
I sleep through like this 3rd and 4th fight on the card just to stay awake.
What sucks for me is, Nico's a good friend of mine, and I watch his fights, and after the fight, I'm literally like, my body's drained. I just want to go to bed. And then having to stay up another.
Oh, that's how the Super Bowls are. When the Bills ever make a Super Bowl in their lifetime, that's how.
You are a piece of shit. So
let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
Let's talk about football.
Yeah, we have 2 football stories. They're both pretty shitty, if I'm being honest. So let's just get to them quick because I want to get to this game. I want to have a little fun with everybody. Yeah, the 2 stories are ridiculous story with Barkevious Mingo. Got traded to the Falcons and
was he traded?
He was a free agent.
Signed with the Falcons. And they cut him earlier this week, one day after he posted bail for some really terrible charges, indecency with a child.
Let's put it lightly.
At first, it was super vague, right? At first, it was like some issues around, and we're like, this is probably some Instagram thing, He made an inappropriate comment to someone he thought was much older than she was. That's what we assumed it was.
And even then, it's like you're trying to, I'm not saying justify it, but like you're trying to like, all right, well,
how you can understand how these things
what would have happened here?
And do your due diligence.
Find out.
But
the full information.
Yeah, so
hearing what you said earlier,
so Fox News reported the incident involved, without getting graphic, the incident involved he took 2 teenage boys out for like a fun day, like an amusement park, shopping, out to like a steak dinner or whatever, and they were staying in a hotel. And I guess once they got to the hotel, he tried to pull one of their underwear down and in an apparent attempt to get physical with them. So obviously that's like the worst version of those charges. Like, we were hoping it was asking for a picture from someone he thought was of age, and it turns out it was rape. Attempted rape. So hopefully the victim here is good. We're not gonna play judge here. We're not gonna get into guilt or anything like that.
Anytime stuff like that happens, you just
it's everyone involved is a loser. It's just terrible. But so what we're gonna talk about though is the Falcons move here. So within 24 hours of them coming out, I don't even think the Fox story had dropped yet. I think it was just the initial very, very vague story. Mm-hmm. They almost immediately cut him. Now, Mingo's he's not elite.
No,
But he's
not anymore.
contributed.
Oh,
But
he's
he's a contributor.
He could 100% be a starter.
Yeah,
he's a starter.
He's a
rotational player.
Yeah,
He's
but everyone
player.
Everyone
He's a
rotates.
player. He was a sixth pick in the first round and just didn't come to fruition. Yep. He's a rotational player, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, but
I think he gets starts.
I don't think he stays on
the
Falcons defense. He could be a starter.
Yeah, I would agree. I agree.
You have to look at their depth.
I'm not saying he's playing every snap. Of course not. But I think he is the starter. He would have been the starter there. So they cut him. My question, Aaron, I'll start with you.
Yeah.
Did they do the right thing?
I mean, in this day and age, yeah. When anything comes out now, and I hate to say, guilty until proven innocent, which isn't the case, and it shouldn't be the case.
That's what it
but
is.
Based on the information that we know now, and I'm sure the Falcons had to have known something in order to make that move. I mean, boys, girls, dude, 2 teenagers. You're a grown ass man. What the hell are you doing hanging out with teenagers?
Yeah. Go get a.
It's not like
boys are. It don't matter.
It'd be one thing if it was like if it was like
his
his cousins or something, and he was taken with the amusement park because it's his family.
No, I mean that's even weirder.
Super weird context.
I'm not talking about
I understood what you meant.
I'm not talking about like. I'm not talking about we did in the hotel. I'm saying if you're like taking out kids, you're taking out your family to amusement park or whatever, but some random teenagers you're taking out, like
there's no need.
I don't know. It didn't specify the relationship. I don't know. It didn't specify the relationship. He might have known them. He might not have. It doesn't matter.
Teenagers are not. You're a grown ass man. There's no need for you to be hanging out with teenagers. No.
All right. I don't know who. I don't know their who they were. He might have known them. I have no idea. Yeah. But anyway,
my whole thing on that
because then you get into why would the parents let this happen, right? Yeah. Like if some professional athlete offered to take my kids out, no man. If I can come, sure, I'll go. But no, you're not taking my kids.
No, my whole thing on that is normally where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
So if they had kept him on the team, and said we're going to wait for everything to come out, and then it comes out, and then he does some shit like that, they're probably not going to look too good holding on to this guy thinking,
what are you doing holding on?
Yeah. So I think
he's a pedophile. If everything is true, it's a pedophile.
Of course.
But do they do the same thing with Matt Ryan? Do they do the same thing with Calvin Ridley?
You're saying if the same news had come out?
Yes.
I actually say yes.
Yeah.
I say yes. Children are the it's the one thing in the entire universe that is a consensus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You hear it all the time, even in prison situations. It's like that's the one crime that you go to prison, and you're probably going to get murdered.
Yeah.
They're
gonna or something.
It's the one thing. Yeah. It's the one thing that everybody in the world, no matter what your belief is, no matter who you are, no matter what you is, if you mess with a kid, you are.
And if you're not getting murdered, you're going to be.
I don't know.
I think no matter who it is. The lightest that ever would have happened. Let's say Matt Ryan's a great example because he's never been in a speck of trouble. So I think the lightest possible scenario is suspension with pay immediately. And then in a month from now, 3 weeks from now, if you find out the whole thing was a facade, you pull it back. Mm-hmm. But if there's any weight to it, you keep him on suspension for a little bit. As soon as there's a hint of whatever, it's you're done, man.
But that's why I think
that's the latest.
That's what I think. More information than the public did at that.
They might,
and they base it.
They're not just going to get rid of him if some kid came out and said, "Oh, he touched me." Well, they're going to need more information on that. I think that they have some.
Yeah.
They're not going to bring this guy up on charges and everything if they don't have some kind of information.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was terrible, and hopefully, like I said,
he's a piece of shit until proven otherwise. Yeah, and I hope the 2 kids.
But again, it's a situation you put yourself in.
Yeah. It is a weird situation.
He put himself in a bad situation.
Speaking of people who put themselves in bad situation, our last news story before I get into this game is a follow-up. If you watched episode 2, I think. Episode 2. Episode 2, we found out that Frank Clark got arrested for having an Uzi
for living his life
in the middle of LA. Yeah. And we had a
real pigeon problem.
We had some opinion of how dumb that was, but we all agreed, I think, at the time that it was somewhere between 2 and 4 game suspension, probably 4, maybe lowers to 2, maybe stays at 4, somewhere in that realm though. So we just found out, I think it was yesterday, but in this last week, he formally got charged with felony possession of an assault weapon. So quick follow-up, do we still feel 2-4 games? Do we think anything's changed?
I still think he's going to.
I don't think anything changes. I think he's not getting any jail time. He'll probably get a fine, get a 4-game suspension.
I mean, if he had shot the gun at somebody or something, that's one thing. But have it in your car, he's not getting jail time. I'm
going to bump him up to 6 because I'm bumping him up to 6 because it wasn't his first gun charge this year. It was his second gun charge this year. So that was the second one. I said 2 to 4 games and then kind of stuck with 4 based on the fact that he probably would never actually formally be charged. Mm-hmm. But he did formally get charged, and it was a felony charge. It's like a felony, your second gun possession of this offseason. I think it's 6 games.
I mean, I think 4 games is where it's going to be.
You're a repeat offender at that point.
Yeah.
I mean,
in the same offseason.
Yeah, you're not learning your lesson. Here's my thing. Listen, I'm all for, like, you want a gun, own a gun. You know, I'm all for it, but, like, the fuck you need an Uzi on you?
In downtown LA.
Oh, yeah, well,
I said there's a real pigeon problem.
What kind of ruckus do you think you're going to get yourself involved in? That's going to require you to have
take a left instead of a right on the.
I mean, there's some.
You just avoid the shady neighborhoods.
Listen, there's some areas that aren't the best outside of LA. So.
I still think it's. I still think
I'm just saying. I mean,
do
I think 4 games? He's going to get 4 games. Yeah, probably 4 games. 6, would I be surprised? No. Goodell loves suspended people for a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Goodell loves suspended people. So
I would be shocked. You say 6.
I say 4.
Yeah, I'm saying 4. And I think originally Kansas City didn't think he was going to get suspended, and I didn't even think they thought charges were going to come because they didn't have any interest in signing anybody. And now
they're looking at all these edge rushers now.
Because they're looking at edge rushers, I'm going to say 8.
I'm going to say 8 games.
Wow.
I'll be odd man. Yeah, I'll be different.
Is this Price is Right? Yeah. You're just like, what do you say? 6, 7.
We'll revisit this. We'll revisit this.
8.
We'll see.
8 and a penny.
I go 6. What do you say? 6. I'll go 6.1. Yeah. All right. That's enough of the news. It wasn't anything too exciting. Yeah. We got to start cutting this news down because now when we get to the fact when there's really news, it's going to be like a 2-hour long show of just news. So, but nothing. Just
like spent 45 minutes talking about Conor McGregor on a football show.
Great Italy news. Interesting UFC
we kept
news.
Italy short. We kept them. We gave them their praise.
I meant to say. I was going to say. Apparently, they're in the works right now.
There's a movie.
To set up a match between Argentina and Italy.
I mean, those types of matches happen all the time. They happen actually in Hard Rock Stadium all the time.
Yeah,
Hard Rock Stadium hosts.
But they're because
they bring it to America.
Argentina won the South American Cup, and Italy won obviously the Euro Cup. But I guess there's like some historic where there's an Italian player that played for Argentina or vice versa, and like they're trying to get that. Which I think
the other way.
Anytime you bring Messi into the picture, Messi's the best player.
Yeah, I think that's great for the world of soccer. I mean, just in sports in general, have the best two.
I thought he was Portuguese.
Who's Portuguese?
Is he?
You're a soccer fan and you don't even know who Messi plays for?
I'm an Italian soccer fan. You want to talk to me about Serie A teams?
Buffon. He'll tell you.
You're talking global. All right. Anyway, we're moving into our game. All right. We're burning daylight here. All right. Now to the fun stuff. For the people that are still with us, thank you. You guys can play along. If you want to shoot me your answers, we can keep track of your scores, see how you match up against our panel of schmucks, experts. So we're playing a game called.
He's a piece of shit.
Playing a game called Fantasy Fights. I'm hosting it, but at some point, I'd like one of you guys to make the questions so I can show you guys how to actually play.
Anthony's looking at the answer sheet.
No, he's not. Dude, he can't read this. Look at his eyes.
Anthony can't.
I can barely read this, and it's right in front of me. He can't even read. Yeah, let alone font this small. So here's how it's going to work.
Be in crayon for me.
You're gonna notice some familiar concept in this game. We're gonna start with one question that likely will not get answered correctly. It's a stat question, but whoever gets the closest will start the game.
That's my answer.
Whoever gets the closest will start the game. Then we'll move into 3 rounds of increasing points. Family Feud style, in that I will ask a question and there will be 4 answers, 5 answers, or 6 answers. But not Family Feud style in the sense that you will keep the points that you earn and there are no strikes. So I will start with whoever wins that first question. You will answer, give as many answers as you can. As soon as you get one wrong, it'll immediately move to the next person. I will tally up your points between rounds. Once we get to the end, we will have a final Jeopardy style question. You can risk as much of your current points as you'd like. And the winner gets to decide somebody else in the panel to finish a full drink. Everybody agree to terms?
Yeah, talk to Anthony. He's the one that don't drink his drinks.
All right.
You picked the wrong day.
There are only two things. There are only two things in this entire game that I will ask you to write for, and the first one is right now. So I will give you each.
And they're sharp.
Just so you're not basing your answers.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you're not basing your answers on each other. So here is the trivia question. Here's question number one to determine.
Ride the Sharpie.
You're a real mess. To determine who starts our game. Our question is: Tom Brady is the most accomplished quarterback in NFL history. Notice I said accomplished and not best.
I like it.
Yeah, you like that? How many career
Like the
passing
verbiage.
yards does he have?
Oh God.
So whoever gets the closest will start our main
Jesus.
round.
Man,
Start
I
our
don't
trivia
even-
game. You're not meant to know the answer. You just take a guess. Everybody write down your answer. You have 10 seconds or your answer is 0 yards. 5 seconds. 2, 1, pens down. All right.
This is a ridiculous number I wrote.
All right. How many career passing yards does Tom Brady have? Aaron, I will start with you.
25,000.
25,000. Don't laugh at people. This is like, I want to see like good answer, like Family Feud style good answer.
That's not good. I wrote it right there. Dude, I don't know.
That is an awful answer. Think like people get like 4,000 or 5,000 passing yards a year.
Mahomes has played for 3
Yeah.
seasons. He's got 15,000 yards.
5,000?
Colby,
that?
your
I got
answer?
70,126.
70,126. And Anthony?
80,000.
80,000.
Jesus,
Our
I really
answer for
fucked that
closest
up.
is Anthony, who is ridiculously close. The actual answer, and I don't want to hear any crap, I did not say without going over, is 79,204. So you
That's
were
good,
less than 800 yards
Nice.
off.
I took 4,000 yards for 20 years.
See, that was my problem.
See? Math. The more
I don't
you
know math
We
so well.
needed the more you know star right now.
That was
Oh.
nice.
Math. Very nice. So, Anthony,
Like-
you're going to start our game. In the first round, every correct answer is worth 3 points. Okay?
This is not gonna
So
work.
there are 3 questions.
Just leave about
20,
20
wait a second. 25,000? Do you watch football?
He's used to Bears quarterbacks
Yeah.
throughout
Jeez.
the
You
career.
gotta understand
Not a real quarterback.
your audience.
Oh,
here.
my God.
Dude, I don't know what I'm thinking.
It's all
I
right.
don't
You're
know.
doing great. You're doing great, and I'm
Jesus.
proud of you. All right. First round, there are 3
Yeah.
questions. Each question has 4 answers. Anthony, you'll start. As soon as you mention a name, a team, or whatever that isn't on the list, it'll go to Colby, but you'll keep all the points you get.
Ooh.
Ready? First question is, this is very appropriate that you won the first question. Josh Allen finished as the
Jesus.
QB1
Oh,
last
God.
year with 396.1 fantasy points, which was good for 5th all time. Name the 4 players who scored more.
Michael Vick.
And you were already wrong.
Yes.
We are moving over to Colby.
Patrick Mahomes in 2018.
Patrick Mahomes is on the list.
I'm going to say Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson is on the list.
I'm going to say,
So you guys talk before the show.
yeah.
No, those are the 2 very obvious.
Colby
answers.
Yeah,
got it
those are the
first.
2 easy ones. Let's say Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is on the list. There's one more.
And the last one's Peyton Manning.
Holy crap, he sweeps. Colby sweeps the first
Yeah.
question. It's going to
They
stay
de-
with you.
They definitely talk before the show.
No, I
Good.
just go off of like the touchdown leaders and yard leaders, and
That-
Lamar Jackson runs
that's
for
a
50
smart move,
100
Colby.
yards.
That's smart.
Colby killing it so
Do
far.
I get points
Appreciate
for
it.
the?
Never
Yeah,
accuse you of
literally
cheating, so
nothing.
remember that
That's
when we're all done here.
Thank
You got the
I
first
appreciate
opportunity for
Yeah.
points.
that. Yeah.
All right, second question. Colby, you're going to continue with you here. The record for youngest quarterback to throw 30 touchdowns in a single season stood for almost 30 years before being broken multiple times in recent memory. Name the last 4 people to hold this record.
The how young? You
The
said.
4 youngest people.
Oh, the 4 youngest
to
people to
throw
throw
30 touchdowns in
30.
one season.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes,
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen. Am I-
Right? No.
No? Damn.
Aaron, you're up.
Herbert from the Chargers.
Justin Herbert.
Ooh.
Throw that bad boy on there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Youngest players to throw
Mahomes
30
throwing
touchdowns
shit.
in one season. So far, we have Mahomes and Herbert. There's 2 left.
Aaron Rodgers.
Baker Mayfield.
No.
Aaron Rodgers like 28 whenever.
Colby,
he's-
back to you. I'll give you guys. All right. I
No,
had.
there's no friggin' hints.
No.
No,
Of course
Lamar
not.
Jackson.
Yeah,
I was gonna
He's
say
gonna
I'm
play
gonna
second
give you
round
guys.
of
I'm gonna give you guys
Yeah.
2 rounds, and then
Yeah.
that's it.
Lamar
We're gonna move on.
Jackson's one of them.
Lamar Jackson is one of them.
And then his first, I think his rookie, his second year in the league, he threw like 30 something.
Last one.
Last one.
Do you remember how I started the question?
No.
That sounds like it.
The record for youngest quarterback to throw 30 touchdowns in a single season stood for almost 30 years before being broken in recent memory.
The youngest.
So it could be somebody that broke it recently, or
I
it could
know,
be
'cause
somebody that
Herbert
broke it
just-
30 years
Herbert
ago.
just broke it.
Where you said Herbert.
30 touchdowns.
That's what I said.
30 touchdowns. 30 touchdowns.
Young quarterback.
I'm just- Fuck, this is it's killing me here. Killing me.
3 seconds.
I'm just going to
2,
say
1.
Matt Stafford.
Can you guys think about your fucking answers when it's not your turn, please?
I didn't think it was going to get back to me.
Well, it's not now.
Yeah.
It's done now.
Matt Ryan.
Good guess, not the answer.
Jameis Winston.
Incorrect. The next answer was Dan Marino.
Ah,
Oh,
this
God.
guy.
So Dan Marino held the
that's
record. So Dan Marino held the record for 30-something years. Then Mahomes broke it. Then Lamar broke it. Then Herbert broke it. It has
Then
been
Mahomes
broken in.
shattered
3
it.
years.
It has been broken in 3
consecutive.
years in a row.
Nice.
Isn't that crazy? The more
I
you
think
know.
Mahomes broke it twice.
No, he broke it once. How could you
really
break
do
it
need
twice?
to-
You can't get
the
fucking
more
younger,
you
you moron.
He does get younger.
Yeah. All right. Last question in this round. Each answer is still worth 3 points. It's back to you, Colby. 12 teams have had no Super Bowl wins, but only 4 have never even had an appearance. Name the 4 teams.
Detroit Lions,
Detroit Lions, number 1.
Houston Texans.
Houston Texans, number 2.
You guys definitely talked before this.
I swear we have not talked at all today.
Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns,
And then
last one.
just like going through divisions in my
Better
head.
hurry up.
No, I know. I'm trying.
5
I'm trying.
seconds.
I know the last one.
4, 2.
I'm just gonna throw out there
That's-
Jacksonville Jaguars.
How'd
I know
you
the
give him that
Jaguars.
after like this?
Yeah.
Of
That
course,
was
that's
It's a
absurd,
long
but
time.
that's like 4 seconds after you
I
said
was
1
thinking.
second left.
I was thinking
Round
like the late
one.
'90s.
Round 1
Give me a
is done.
friggin' break.
We finished with Colby having 30 points, Aaron having 1, and having 0. Here's the good news: the points get higher every
Listen,
round. So you
just
very,
had
very
2
easily,
seconds. and
I'm just
waited
glad I don't
4
have a
seconds.
goose
very,
egg.
very
I'll take my
easily
1
do the
point.
next
I'll
one.
take it. That's my.
All right, Colby, against all odds, it's still with you.
Ooh.
Let's give him 20 seconds this time.
Every
that's
every question is now worth 5
Be
points.
better, not bitter.
Do you want to switch so you can give him a hand job while he's reading your
I mean,
question?
it would
Maybe
probably
if you
help
give
me
a hand,
out.
Anthony, to help you out.
Yeah.
Listen, you're the one who told me how you give the best handing.
Use your mouth,
There you go.
of course.
How's he supposed to answer questions?
This
if
is a
he's giving you
children's
good
show,
hand? Yeah,
guys.
this is a children's show.
Aaron's like,
All right.
he's like, what does that mean?
First round, questions worth 3 points. Second round, questions worth 5 points. Okay, almost
Ooh.
double. So stop your fucking crying. Get your shit together. All right. Colby, you're starting us off. The
What's
LA
double
Rams
zero?
were the only DST. DST is defense and special teams. It's a fantasy term. Most standard leagues have a DST if you're not familiar with it. And you get all of the yardage and points for defensive plays and special teams plays. All right. The LA Rams were the only DST to top 150 points last year with 151. Who were the next 5?
The next 5
Performers.
last year.
Yeah, so there are 5 answers.
5 answers.
Last year.
Last
I'm
year.
going to say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's a solid answer.
No, Aaron, over to you.
Wow.
Defense last year, we'll go with Indianapolis Colts.
Colts are on the list.
Nice.
After Colts, I will go with.
How many
I
seconds?
didn't expect to get
I
after
know.
the
I need
Colts.
like a fucking.
Come on.
I
You
need,
really
like, a
do need
timer.
a
What
timer.
am I gonna?
Let me.
5 seconds. 4.
Chicago Bears.
That is incorrect. Anthony?
Myself out of my misery there.
49ers.
No. Back to you for
okay.
second
Now-
round.
now my
Oh,
head's
for
in
the
the
second
right place.
round. Hold on. Cleveland Browns.
No.
Damn it.
Seahawks.
No.
Miami Dolphins are definitely
No.
going to be on there. 'cause
Really?
it's-
You guys are fucking awful.
We
at
are.
this.
We
We're
did
gonna go
not
one
bring
more
our A
round
game
because of how
today.
poor this was. Colby.
Baltimore Ravens.
Yes. Go ahead. Keep going, Colts. So far, we have the Colts and the Ravens. There are 3 teams left. Top 6 defenses we're looking for. First one being the Rams.
Packers.
No.
Go ahead.
Who's fucking. Come on, this guy.
Colts, Ravens, and that's it.
Oh, I know. who it
That's
is.
all we have so far.
You can't get points for 2.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not taking points.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
just-
go
I don't
on.
want to repeat myself here. Buying time so I can think while trying to talk, and it's
All
not
right.
working
5
out.
seconds. 2, 1.
Come on.
You're done. Sorry.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah,
Anthony.
I'm done.
Steelers.
Yes.
That's what
Anthony
I'm-
with his first point of the game. All right. So far we have Colts, Ravens, Steelers. There's 2 more. 5 seconds.
Giants.
No. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that's
You guys
it.
are fucking
That's
done.
it.
You're embarrassing. You fucking said the Dolphins, and then
Yeah.
you didn't have the balls to actually say them. The Dolphins.
I did say the Dolphins.
Not as
No,
an
not
answer.
as an
You
answer,
didn't.
you did.
You
You
just said
when
it
Anthony was-
nonchalantly.
was-
And the last one was actually Washington football team.
Oh, yeah, they're
Oh,
fucking.
yeah.
They're
Yeah,
defense.
they're
defense.
God damn it, Aaron.
All right. Fantasy-wise, they have a very good defense.
You do.
I mean, they have a good real defense.
Now they got Fitzpatrick in.
It's
Looking up for
magic,
them. Looking up for them.
Yeah, they're all right.
Wayne Dalton.
As of right now, I want to
Today?
emphasize that point. As of
today.
today. As
Second.
of today.
As of 8:37 p.m. Eastern
8:37
Standard
p.m.
Time.
Eastern Standard Time. 5 out of the top 20 receivers of all time by yardage. 5 of the top 20 receivers of all time have taken regular season snaps from only one team in their entire career. Name all 5. Colby, it's back to you.
Like
The
they,
active players right now, or
No.
all? Okay.
so
all
5. They
Colby
only
starts?
played for one
They have
team.
only played for one team. So it is the 5 greatest one-team receivers of all
I
time.
mean, obviously
Stephon Diggs.
Larry Fitzgerald.
You're such a piece of
Obviously
shit.
Larry
First of all, he's
Fitzgerald.
played for
I
2
know.
teams, so you're already out.
I always say
Larry
that.
Fitzgerald is on the list.
I'm
He's number
gonna
1. He's
go-
number 2 receiver of all time.
I'm gonna
Only played for the
go
Cardinals.
with my boy Andre Johnson with the Texans.
Great guess, but no.
Damn it! I thought
No,
that
he's
was
not in the
solid.
top 20 list. I don't
I
think he had a
thought-
long enough career.
He played for a while.
A
But he did
while,
have
not
some-
like
he did have
Jerry
some
Rice,
real
Larry
turds.
Fitzgerald.
Well,
He has
Jerry,
real
Jerry
turds.
Rice played for the Raiders.
Jerry Rice played for 3 teams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Yeah, that's why he's not
Seahawks
on the
were
list.
there.
Raiders, yeah.
The difference between Jerry Rice at number 1 and Larry Fitzgerald at number
disgusting.
2 is disgusting.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It's like 5 more seasons
Yeah.
of being a
Yeah.
really good wide
Being
receiver.
like a-
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
So
5,000 plus yards.
Yeah.
It's
It's
crazy.
insane.
I'll repeat the question for you,
Thank you.
and then you have 5 seconds.
Read very slow.
As of right now, only 5 of the top 20 receivers of all time only played for one team. So far, we have Larry Fitzgerald. Who were
He's
the other
only
4?
one.
This- yeah.
3.
Ocho Cinco?
No.
He played for the Patriots.
Did he though?
He also played for the Dolphins.
That's
Did
true.
Shut
he?
the fuck up, did he?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say he played, but
Yeah.
he
He
participated.
took snaps.
Flex it up.
He
The
participated.
verbiage was,
Like
as
a
of right
paycheck.
now, have only taken a snap. Have taken a snap for one team. Very important verb there for the record. Go ahead.
Wow.
I'm like spoon feeding you pieces
You
of
really
shit
are.
and answers.
I know it's
This
crazy.
That you
is
haven't
not
gotten
my
yet.
finest hour.
One of the greatest receivers of all time that has not taken a snap for a second
Oh,
team
just-
yet.
Stop it. You stop it.
You have 5 seconds.
Let's go with Andre Reed.
You're such a douchebag.
I'm going to get another round of points and say Julio Jones.
Julio Jones is the one that I was spoon
He
feeding.
plays for.
He has not taken a
He
snap.
has not
for
taken
them
a
yet.
snap yet
Get
for
the
them.
fuck-
I couldn't have put more emphasis
I
on that
know.
fucking point.
I was going to
Oh.
say.
I couldn't have put
Come
any
on.
more emphasis on didn't
Come
take a
on,
snap
Zach.
before.
That's bullshit.
No, you're
No,
bullshit.
it's not.
Keep
It's
going.
Titans now.
Three left, three left.
Three left. Oh, I want to.
We did a whole bit on as of right now.
Yeah, okay.
It's true. It's true.
When in Rome.
All right, we have Larry Fitzgerald, Julio Jones. There are 3 left. I'm going to give you guys a clue. None of them are active anymore.
None of them are active anymore. I'm going to.
Dude,
No,
my
he didn't
brain
play
can't
long
function
enough.
right
He didn't
now.
play long enough. I'm just going to throw it out there, Nick. Calvin Johnson.
No.
Then at the end,
That's a good guess, though.
That's going to be mine because it was a good
Go ahead.
3 answers left. You got 5 seconds. We're looking.
AJ Green.
That's a good guess, too. That's
Yeah.
AJ Green is a solid guess, but no,
Yeah.
I said there's no active.
I just
players
didn't
left
want to
on
look
the list.
stupid.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's
fine.
One more.
That's right.
You get to go, and then we'll go one more round.
I thought that was. I
You're
mean,
like, oh,
Steve Largent.
Yes.
this guy.
I
like
was
it.
convinced that was going to be the one that no one got.
I
Holy
like it.
shit.
I like it.
I am
I like it.
fucking
Stevie
proud of you
Large?
for getting that.
Yeah, I like it.
Keep
I
going.
wouldn't have
So
put him
we
in the
have
top 20. That's sick.
unbelievable. Larry Fitzgerald, Steve Large, and Julio Jones out. There's 2 left. I'm going to give one more clue.
Lynn Swan.
No.
That's
Should have waited for the
yes.
clue.
There's no
Or is it-
clues.
All right, go.
I'll wait for my.
No, there's no fucking clues.
I would
No,
like
there are
to
now.
phone a friend.
They played in the same time
Ask the
period.
audience.
at the same
Can I
time.
ask the audience?
That's a very big clue.
Yeah, this is a very big clue.
All right, this is the last round you guys get. Last chance. You each get one more chance. Colby, you're up.
Good idea.
5 seconds.
I'm just gonna throw
2,
out there.
1.
I have no idea.
And
Skip
you're
it.
out.
I'm gonna.
I have no idea.
I don't know his name, but there's an award given out, and he played for the Raiders.
Well, I can already tell you the answers now.
Nah, okay, good.
So no. Last one.
It's
Um,
Walter Payton. No.
His name for the record.
let's go
He did not
Franco
play for
Harris.
No.
That's a right.
Franco.
It is
Harris.
Marvin Harrison and Reggie
Ooh.
Wayne.
Oh, the
Oh, the
Colts.
Wow,
Colts. Double A
yes.
How
Colts.
fucking crazy is that?
Wow.
They're both. They
Wow.
played together.
With Peyton Manning.
I know.
I could say
That's
Marvin Harrison
crazy.
doesn't
I'm really-
surprise me because he caught 140 balls a season, but Reggie Wayne surprises me a little bit.
All right.
He was
So
Jeez.
That's crazy. I wouldn't have thought that.
Phil Schmart.
But Peyton Manning was throwing for 4,500 yards a season before quarterbacks threw for 4,000 yards a season, so I guess it makes sense.
I mean, Colby's winning. He's the winner. Clear
of course-
cut.
no, there's a whole other round, dude. And then we have Final Jeopardy. Chill.
yeah.
I'm chill. I'm not worried.
Chill.
You seem like you're worried.
My
All right.
boobs are sued.
Last question of this round. Speed is the name of the game in today's NFL based on
Devin
top
Hester.
speed on field. Who were the 5 fastest players of 2020? Colby, you're still our starter.
Raheem Mostert.
Raheem Mostert is number 1.
With
With a top, first
he's
of all,
the number one guy. Isn't
not
he?
only is he the number 1
He's
guy,
like number
he's the
one.
number 1 and 2. He had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL.
Jeez.
And he's been the number 1 for like
No.
3 years running. He's
Yeah.
like stupid fast.
He's from Florida.
I'm gonna go with my boy Tyreek.
Tyreek's on the list.
I'm gonna go with my other boy.
Try-
Nico.
So for context, Raheem Mostert's top speed was 23.09 miles per hour, which is
That's insane.
fucking
That's,
outrageous.
yeah, that's-
That is outrageous.
That man needs a drug test.
Tyreek Hill,
ASAP.
Tyreek Hill is number 4 at 21.91. Still outrageous, but like a full 2 miles
Yeah.
slower than Raheem Mostert. All right, so you got 2. There's 3 left. Shoot.
So you guys talked before the show.
I'm gonna go with my other boy, Michael Hardman.
No.
I think it's wrong, but I just
Aaron?
had to.
Fast. We're looking for fastest on-field players in the NFL.
Scotty Miller.
No.
It's actually good.
I'm grasping for
a
straws
good
here
guess.
without trying to look
Because he's
stupid.
fast as
That's
shit,
all I
so.
need. Yeah. White lightning.
Derrick Henry.
No, he's not. that fast.
Derek.
It's all right. It's all right. Shh, keep going. Colby, you're up. But I need more bourbon after that. So we're looking for the 5 fastest players
Give me a little love on that too, bro.
based on on-field speed, top speed in 2020. So far, we have Raheem Mostert, number 1, and Tyreek Hill, number 4. We have 2, 3, and 5 left. Colby, you've got 3 seconds to answer. Go.
Oh, fast.
3.
Chris Godwin.
No.
I figured that was wrong. Scotty Miller's faster, so that's not that great.
Yeah, he is.
5 seconds. 4. 1.
Yeah,
Nothing.
I'm out.
Anthony.
Um,
Fastest on-speed field in the NFL in 2020. We have Raheem Mostert at 1, Tyreek Hill at 4. We got one more round after this. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, good.
You're gonna get it. This is what you think.
AJ Brown.
No.
Say DK?
No.
Damn it. Oh, his interception little tackle doesn't
Yeah, that
count
one,
because he
yeah,
didn't have
that
the ball in
doesn't
his hand.
That was fast.
He was fast as shit.
It was fast.
It's probably defender. One of these is a defender.
Swift from Detroit.
No. Good guess, but no. All right, last. So you get to go, and there's one more round, or is this the
No,
last
he
one?
was-
This is the
He's
last
got
one.
like
The last-
14 rounds.
The
on
last
this.
one. Then.
Yeah.
We have 3 players left so far. We have Raheem Mostert and Tyreek Hill. There are 3.
Am I
players
right
left.
that there's a defender on this list?
There's no defense? There are
Oh,
no
really?
defense.
No. Okay.
Didn't that include him?
How many running backs?
How many people play for the NFC East on this list?
Do you want me to answer that running back question?
No, stop it. No.
You don't have any more guesses.
Yeah, you don't have any more guesses. It's
I don't have
Anthony's
any
the
more
last one going.
Yeah, well, Anthony's the last one to go.
All right, go ahead, Anthony. There are running backs left on the list. I will say that.
Oh, this guy, give him the answers. Why don't you?
5 seconds.
3, 2.
No, not out loud. That doesn't count. 2,
Well, that's-
1.
No, Calvin Ridley.
No.
Is Stephon Diggs one of them?
No.
Okay.
All
Thank
3
God.
of the remaining players are running backs. It is Kenyon Drake at number 2, 22.11 miles
He
per
doesn't
hour.
seem very fast.
I didn't think he
He's
was
fast.
top 5 fast. I knew he was fast. I didn't think he
None
was
of these.
that
It's
fast.
like funny as you think about it. None of these guys, I feel like, are like you see him on the field and you're like, this guy's fast.
This one really fucking throws me off. Jonathan
Allstott.
Taylor. Yeah.
Really?
Jonathan
JT
Taylor was
Wow.
the 3rd fastest runner in the NFL last year,
He's a big boy.
22.05 miles an hour.
JT.
And this one does make sense, but like it's a real stretch for like who would have guessed it. It's Naheem Hines. He's fast.
Yeah.
At 21.85, he
Yeah.
rounds out the top 5. That one was a little rough. We only got two answers right
Holy moly.
on that one.
Yeah,
5 times 25, and both of them were Colby, so that's not great for you guys. Right now, we're going into the 3rd round. Now, there are 6 answers for every question, and every answer is for 7 points. So you guys can
Get
still
closer so
catch
the
up.
audience can hear
But
that.
just to give you a little bit of, like, get your fucking shit together. Anthony, you have 10 points. Aaron, you have 5 points.
Ooh.
And Colby has 25 points. You guys need to get your
Jesus,
shit
man.
together.
I thought you said
All
I
right.
had 30 after the last round. What's that 3-0 right there for your math get all jacked?
Oh, my God, you're right.
Oh, so that was 10 points. Those are worth 1 point each.
No, they weren't. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even add your points together. You're dominating this game
Okay.
at 55 points.
I was looking at that 3-0 there, and I was like,
Yeah.
Can I read the
So
questions?
Aaron actually has. I was separating the points out. Aaron actually has 8 points.
see, I'm
So
looking
do I
out
have.
for you. Look at
Thank
that.
you.
You
Colby.
still only have 10.
You sweetheart.
All right. So Aaron has 8 in last place. Anthony has 10 in second place.
It's gonna happen,
Colby has
guys.
55 in
This
first
is
place. You guys have a lot of work to
Phoenix.
do. It's still Colby's question, as much as that breaks my heart. Maybe next time we play this game, we'll automatically go to the next person.
That's what normally supposed to happen. Go ahead.
I don't. That is just not what those.
Yeah, I mean, it
supposed
wouldn't
to
have
happen.
mattered as poorly if you guys have answered these questions.
Yeah.
Play Jeopardy, the same
Remember when
person.
you guys hang out and circle jerk together before the show and talk about the answers?
You were here before I was. You should.
Round number 3. Every answer is worth 7 points.
Ooh.
There are 6 answers on the board for each question.
Like,
J.D. McKissick led all running backs with 110 targets in 2020. Since 2000, only 6 running backs have ever had more targets than that. Who are they?
CMC.
CMC is on the list.
It said since 2000.
Since 2000.
Tomlinson.
LT Gray.
No.
Really?
Wow.
Holy crap.
Holy shit.
Aaron,
Can
we
you
are
read that one
looking
more
for,
time?
yes, we are looking for
Can you please
running
use
back?
that in a sentence?
Can you define the word
I have
is
the-
for me?
Could I have the origin?
Wow.
We're looking. J.D. McKissick had 110 targets last year.
That's who I was at first.
And you
I'm
guys
trying to-
get that many receptions.
Well, Danian, he was
They
a
ran him into the
reception-
ground, but
and
he
he
got
caught a
like,
shitload of passes.
80, 90
That's
fucking.
a lot of fucking targets.
Not 110, is it?
For back in 2000,
Oh, you
they
know
threw the
what?
ball 20 times.
I'm going to say Matt Forte. I'm going to throw his name.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm going to say Matt Forte.
That is correct.
That's
Okay,
I
yeah,
was
there we
going to
go.
say Matt Forte.
Yeah, you were. You
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You got 5 seconds. We're here the fuck up. Our one fan doesn't want to hear you waiting.
Todd Gurley.
No. We're looking for running backs that have had more than 110.
James White.
That's a solid guess.
That is not only a solid guess, it is correct. And I never would have guessed that, if I'm being honest. I would have named 100 running backs before
Tom
I said
Brady
James
had
White.
like throw
I
to him
get after
Yeah,
I
threw
read
him
it.
15 times a
After
game
I
for
read
that
it,
for a
I
while.
understood it, but I was like, "There's no fucking way." All right, go ahead, keep going. So far, we have Christian McCaffrey, Matt Forte, and James White. There are 3 left on the board.
Marshall Faulk.
No. We're in our. You each have 1 strike. We're going into strike number 2. Go ahead, Colby.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Targets. TARGETS.
I'm going to say Tariq Cohen.
That's a stupid guess.
I don't know. I just wanted to make Aaron proud of me over here.
No, I appreciate the name drop.
Aaron, you got 5 seconds. Name a running back that's had more than 110 targets since 2000 in the last 20 years.
Since 19.
LaShady. LaShawn McCoy.
Incorrect.
That's a good guess.
I mean, that's all I do is good guesses. I mean, it's like kissing cousins.
Anthony, name me a running back that's had more than 110
one just popped in my head.
receptions. You get 1 more try. You have 2 strikes.
Aaron Jones.
No.
Le'Veon Bell.
I like it.
No.
Damn it! I figured
You are
it was
out.
heyday with
This
the
is your
Steelers.
last strike. Aaron,
Wow.
name me a running back that's had more than 110 receptions in a single season since 2000.
Barkley and the Giants.
Yes.
Is it? Holy
Saquon
crap.
Barkley.
Oh, he did have 1 season where his
on
leg
the
didn't blow
list.
up. Right.
And he had a
Great
good
job. There
year,
are 2
like-
left. So we're looking for running backs that have had more than 110 receptions in a single season. So far, we have Matt Forte, Saquon Barkley, James White, and Christian McCaffrey. There are 2 names left on the board. Give me one of them.
Melvin Gordon.
That is incorrect. Anthony, you are our last guesser. There are 2 answers left on the board. Running backs since 2000 that have had more than 110 receptions in a single season since 2000.
I've been targets.
Targets.
Okay, I was like,
Oh,
oh,
dude,
yeah.
you said receptions.
Oh,
You
really?
said receptions.
Because if it was receptions, they still would have been on the list.
Leonard Fournette.
Solid guess, but no. They didn't use him that much in the
That's
passing game.
that's it.
The last 2 answers were Darren Sproles.
Oh,
I knew
my
you
man,
guys. I
my
knew
man.
you guys were going to kick
He was
us
a
out of
fantasy
that. I
beast.
knew you guys were
Oh,
going to
he's
kick
a
us out of that
fantasy
one.
monster.
And the next one, it surprised me a little bit. It was David Johnson.
Mike also.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, because he hasn't done anything in a couple of years.
Yeah,
half a
yeah,
decade.
until his like 2nd season. In the
All right.
league.
This one's for you, sweet cheeks, because you've been all bitter about how good Colby's doing.
He is very bitter.
It's still Colby's turn, though. Stephon Diggs was the biggest fantasy steal last year with an ADP. ADP, for our fans who aren't familiar, is average draft position. And basically, especially if you're in a friends and family league, people basically get drafted by their ADP. So all of the different platforms, NFL, ESPN, it doesn't matter what you use, they'll rank players based on how they're being drafted by everyone else. They'll basically say, this is what everyone else is doing in case you want to do it. That's ADP. So Stephon Diggs was the biggest fantasy steal last year in ADP because his ADP was 65 and his actual performance was number 5 overall, excluding quarterbacks. So this one is a little tricky in that the rankings here are quarterbacks are measured with quarterbacks. Everybody else is measured without quarterbacks because quarterbacks have such a
Yeah.
influence. So there are both quarterbacks and not quarterbacks on here. and they are measured.
I got
In
three
their
I'm
respective
very
area.
confident in.
Okay, well, let me hear it.
Because you guys talk before the show.
I'm gonna go because of personal experience and
All
my
right.
own mistake of dropping him at like week 2, week 3. Justin Jefferson.
No,
Really? What did he?
Not on the
Oh
list.
my God! Never mind.
Aaron,
Never
we
mind.
are looking for people that wildly outperformed their ADP last year.
Oh,
Justin Jefferson?
Allen Robinson.
No.
That's bullshit.
Wait. I'm sorry.
That's bullshit.
He's not on there. I had to check because I his name definitely came up before, but no, he's not on there.
Justin Herbert.
I don't know how, but somehow he's not on
That
the
was
list.
one of my
God,
3
Are you
guesses.
kidding me?
I don't know how he's not on the list because that's a fantastic
Jesus.
guess, but he is not on there. All right, you each have 1 strike. Here's where we're at. Stephon Diggs was the biggest fantasy steal last year with an ADP of 65, and he actually performed at number 5 overall. The 194 fantasy points. Who are the next 6? We have 0 answers so far. I'm going to give before anyone starts, I'm going to give a hint. There are 2 quarterbacks, and everybody else is a non-quarterback.
I'm gonna go.
I know who it is. I just
Got 5 seconds.
name. Can we say?
Tom Brady.
Can we say who he is without saying his name? Like if we say
If you define someone and you can't think of his name,
He's
I'll
a
just-
starting
okay,
wide
shit.
receiver
Okay.
for the
Yeah,
Buffalo
yeah,
Bills.
yeah.
if you say that position,
It's got to be super fucking
Okay, okay,
obvious. But
okay.
yes, if you
Go.
can communicate the person to me without his
Okay,
name,
okay.
I will accept it.
Sweet.
Aaron, we're looking for people that most performed their ADP last year.
J.D. McKissick.
You know,
That's a
what a
really-
great guess, but unfortunately, he's not on the
Because
list.
he was sick last
Yeah.
year.
Oh, and we had a whole conversation about
Oh,
it.
I know,
That's all. Like, you know what?
All right,
I know 2.
You each have 1 strike. Go ahead. Oh no, you don't know.
The running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Which one?
James Robinson.
You're talking about
James
James Robinson. Is that who you're talking about?
Yes.
Is that your answer? Because
That
you
is
said you
my
have 2. You
that's
only
my
have 1.
answer, James Robinson.
He is not on the list.
Yes, I love it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, because his ADP climbed before the season started. He became like the
That's true.
Oh, get
obvious starter before the season
What is
started.
it, Antonio Gilbert or whatever? Gibson?
Gibson is who you're thinking of,
Yeah.
and no, he's not on the list. Was that your 3rd guess?
No, my third guess
That was the
is
second one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my 3rd guess. That was not one of the players in my head at the beginning of this.
That was your 3rd guess?
That was
No, that was my 3rd. I'm saying I had 3
So
players
you
in my
each,
head.
so Aaron
I've
and
only
Anthony
had
have
2.
1 more each.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
One more time for me.
Yeah, there's 2 quarterbacks, 4 non-quarterbacks on the list. You guys haven't gotten a single.
Let's go 4th
one.
round. I feel like
No,
yeah,
Fine.
No,
If
no.
none go,
You
we'll keep
can't
going.
do
No.
it.
If we can't have 0 answers,
Quarterback.
Should have talked about fantasy football and we're shitting on
I know who I'm
ourselves
gonna
right
say.
now.
you guys are looking pretty
I know who
fucking
I'm gonna
stupid.
say.
Aaron, you got 3
I'm
seconds.
feeling-
Hurry the fuck up.
Baker Mayfield.
Not even close.
Mike Davis.
No. We're gonna go one more
I
round.
like Mike Davis.
We're gonna go one more round.
Chase Claypool.
All right, let me say
That's a
this.
good one.
Let me say this. I don't know. This was pulled from PFF.
That's
PFF
because
is as reputable as a site. Like you can take their word basically as gospel. There are not too many websites that have more credibility than PFF, right? Like we can agree on that. But this whole stat is not quantitative because if it was 100% math, first of all, the answer would have been Dak Prescott, or it would have been CMC because they got drafted and then immediately got injured. But that's not how PFF measured
we
it.
can go backwards.
Oh,
PFF measured it based on.
Fucking guy.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. That's a different question. That one's coming up.
Oh, Dak Prescott and
yeah.
Seams. Remember that.
That's actually the next question. But either way, okay, well that makes it less relevant. But yeah, so it's not like a mathematical like you're expected to score exactly this to score this. It's more like there's a little room for interpretation there. But Stephon Diggs was the biggest fantasy steal with an ADP of 65, and he actually performed as the 5th non-quarterback. Who are the next 6? This is your last round, no matter what.
I mean, I already answered, so it's.
No. Wait, who'd you answer?
the answer.
I
Chase
Chase
Claypool.
Claypool.
Oh, I didn't.
That's
even
why I
hear
figured
that.
Justin
No, he's not
Jefferson
on
was going to
here.
be on there because
I
he's
thought
like
that was my
not
first-
drafted
Great guess.
probably in a lot of
It's a
leagues.
great
He
guess.
had to be like like
Go
a
ahead.
top 20
Listen, I
in wide
agree
receivers,
with you,
which
but
is
he was
fucking
not on.
wild.
He was not on the PFF
PFF.
list.
If you're listening, PFF, which I know you're not.
Go.
3 seconds.
DJ Metcalf.
You people fucking suck, all of you.
Matt Nagy.
Gabriel Davis.
What is
No.
the
Man, man.
You guys went over here, and I'm particularly
Thank God no one's watched
upset
that.
with you because Josh Allen is on the list.
How?
Cole Beasley, is he on? Because he actually had a really good season too.
So here's the list in no particular order. Aaron Rodgers.
Splashy poo.
Aaron Rodgers' average
The- the-
draft position was 95, and he was the 5th best fantasy player in all of fantasy last year. He was an
Won the
MVP, and his
yeah.
ADP was
Yeah.
95. That's pretty crazy. Josh Allen, even crazier. His average draft position was 96, and he finished number 1 overall in fantasy.
Understandable.
So you're a real piece of shit for not even standing up for your boy. You're also a piece of shit because David Montgomery was on there.
That is true. He did finish off the year strong.
Yes,
He did. He did.
Finished
Good
as
this
the
year.
20th non-quarterback off the list.
Meg says
Also
he's
on
gonna
there
play.
is Calvin Ridley.
Ooh.
I traded Montgomery and Ridley for
This
Josh
guy's-
Jacobs last year.
Smart move.
Deontay Johnson is on there.
Oh, wow.
And the last one is
Another.
Darren Waller.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
Actually surprisingly
that
well.
was rough.
I was good. My tight end I was thinking of was T.J. Hawkinson because he finished
That would have been a solid,
tight end
solid
4.
guess. All right. So we are last question of the 3rd round, and then we're getting into Final Jeopardy.
Dak Prescott.
You guys need to scoop up some points, otherwise he can literally bet 0 and win. Here we are. In that same mindset, and excluding players with significant injuries, name the top 6 misfires based on the 2020 ADP. So this is the opposite. Name the people that absolutely disappointed. A few of them on the list were injured. They missed a couple games, but none of them missed more than like 2 or 3 games. None of them were seriously injured.
Gotcha.
So no, I'll tell you right off the bat, there's no Dak, there's no CMC. It's none of the like crazy catastrophic injuries that happened. Some of them did miss a couple games, but who were the most disappointing people based on their ADP of 2020? Colby, go fuck yourself. You've had too many chances. So this time I'm going to start with Aaron.
Leonard Fournette.
No.
That's a solid
I know,
guess.
dude. All I do is give solid guesses.
But he was already traded before the season started, right?
He was on the Bucks whenever
Yeah.
we had our
So
draft. At
it's not
least.
that good of a guess.
Saquon Barkley.
No, he was injured.
He was
Yeah.
injured, bro.
No, he was injured.
So we're not going with injured players?
Not
He was
significant
injured
injuries.
for none of these players were injured more than 3 games. None of these players missed more than 3 games. Go ahead, I'll give you another one.
I mean, you said that before.
I did say it, but I'll give you one more.
Whatever.
Julio Jones.
Feed gets this bullshit.
Oh man.
He's
I
not
thought
on
he
there?
was on the list, but he's not on
No,
the list.
I mean the games he played, he was still pretty damn solid.
Yeah, I thought he was on the list, but he's not on the list. No, I'm sorry.
Lamar Jackson, because he had to have been like the first quarterback off the board in most drafts and
All right.
finished QB
No,
10.
the answer's not on here. He's not on there.
Oh, there's some real shitbags on this
Yeah.
list if Lamar Jackson wasn't on there. I mean, Lamar Jackson. Had a
These
good
are
fantasy
these
season,
are
but-
all notable people.
All right.
There's no
I know who I'm
shit
going.
bags
I
on
know
here.
who I'm
All
going.
right, you each have 1 strike. Aaron,
I know
you're
I'm
going for
going
strike number 2. You got 5 seconds. 2, 1.
That's
You're
it.
done.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell is on the list for first one of the third. No,
Third round,
that's not
yeah.
true.
Fourth.
You already have one. You already have one. My bad. I got you. All right. So we are looking for players that disappointed the most at their ADP. We have one answer on the board right now, and it is Le'Veon Bell. Keep it going.
Let's go with
Turd Ferguson.
what? Man, you can't be talking
You're
about.
fine. Shut up. Go.
Okay.
Don't try and buy yourself time. I know this game.
Let's go
5
with
seconds.
Drew Brees.
No, he
That's
missed a
good,
bunch
yeah.
of games,
He
though.
did miss a bunch.
He missed way more than 3 games.
I'm gonna go James Conner.
James Conner is on the list.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm
Keep going.
going to say
You guys for sure talked before that.
David Johnson.
No. Why would you think
I
David
don't
Johnson would be
fucking
high?
know. He's a turd.
Juju.
No.
This is
right.
bullshit, man.
All right,
This
Aaron's
is
out. You guys
bullshit.
each have one more guess.
Kenyon Drake.
Bullshit.
I actually had a
No.
halfway decent season last year.
Who didn't have a halfway decent season last year? Because that's where your mind should be.
I can't apparently think of it right now.
Juju's not on the. Can you just?
I'm gonna go with.
I'm looking. He's
I'm gonna
not
go
on
with my hometown boy, Sammy Watkins.
No.
No, he missed a lot of games. I should have said Nico Hardman.
You guys, neither
Didn't
one.
matter.
You think people
Fuck me.
drafted Miko Hardman high?
Well, I'm just thinking if he drafted in the 10th round and he didn't do anything last
No.
year.
These are people that are most disappointing. Nobody's disappointed by a 10th rounder, regardless.
I was
myself.
So we're gonna go one more round.
Oh God, I know.
dude,
I
this
know
is-
who.
Go ahead, Aaron.
I know who I'm picking.
5 seconds. Wait.
No,
Since it's a new round, I'm gonna give an answer. I'm gonna give a clue.
no. I know. No, don't give clues.
I'm giving clues.
No, come on.
Anthony.
There's
Anthony,
5
try to listen.
answers left.
He's
You're down by
gonna
100 points.
You might have
anyway.
The clue is they're all running backs.
All running backs.
Every single one of them is a fucking running back. Go.
It's not Leonard Fournette, correct? Because I said that.
Fournette.
Is that your answer?
Fournette. I already said that earlier. I just want to make sure.
Don't make sure. Tell me the answer. 3 seconds.
I said Leonard Fournette.
2.
Yeah, sure. I'll say it again.
Why would you say it again?
I just want to make sure I said it already.
You fucking said it.
That's all I'm asking.
Go. You got 3 seconds. Go. 3, 2.
Shady. Sean McCoy.
You're such a douche. You're terrible at this game.
I am, dude. I am.
My turn.
Yeah.
That's
That's obviously not who you're gonna say. You had somebody in mind. Clearly,
it
it wasn't a
he
running
wasn't
back.
a running
Yeah.
back.
Singletary from the Bills.
You're welcome.
Singletary.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was
Devin
going to say Michael
Singletary.
Thomas.
No, it's Devin
Oh,
Singletary.
Vegas House is great, but he missed more than 3 games.
Yeah. Devin Singletary from the Bills.
I had to.
He has to be on there.
I'd also like a little appreciation. I had to do the research to figure out that no one missed more than 3 games because I was like, "What are these guys? What's this dude's parameters
Yeah.
for not significantly injured?" So I did the
Right.
research.
I'll take your.
That
I'll
seemed to be
take
his
what you
line.
said. Devin Singletary.
No, that's
No.
mine.
Okay.
You don't get another guess. You're done. You're both done.
Todd
Last one.
Gurley.
No,
Wow.
Wow, we
nah,
suck.
you were a year off on the Todd Gurley one. Last year, maybe that was.
I still thought people. I
I
mean,
thought it
yeah,
was last year.
Here are the answers.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
People that disappointed the most: Zeke, drafted 3rd overall, performed as the
Yes.
31st running back. Josh Jacobs, drafted 10th overall, performed as the 27th running back. Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
You drafted him too.
I did.
He was one of the worst on the list. Then, did we say James Conner?
I did.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones we said. The last one we didn't say then was Cam Akers. He
'Cause
wasn't
we
drafted
needed people.
super early, but was complete garbage.
Yeah.
Well, the Rams had 15 running back by.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
the
you
Falcons
got to
this
think
year.
by the end of the year, Cam Akers. I think he's going to be high draft pick next year.
You do that.
Cam
You have that philosophy.
You don't think Cam Akers
and
is
you
gonna
bring
be
that
good
into
next year?
fantasy football
you
this
stick,
year.
You stick with those.
Oh
you
my
stick
God.
with that.
Are you
stick
kidding
with
me?
that.
He's got
Dude,
You're
just let him
crazy.
talk. He's going to argue with himself right now. Watch what's going to happen.
with Stafford.
He's going to argue
You're
with
crazy.
himself.
You're crazy with Stafford as the quarterback.
Show's
All
going
right.
tonight.
But then again,
We're about to find out how much
But
of
if
a
Matt
man.
Stafford is not his quarterback in week
We're
2,
about to find out how much of a man Colby is. Because he could bet nothing and automatically win. Or he could be a baller.
he's
He's
like,
gonna
I'll
be
bet
a- he's gonna be a
fraction of a
vagina.
point.
He's
And
not
we'll
gonna-
see. And we'll see. Our total points coming out of the final round.
all of them.
We have one question
I
left.
want to bet all of them. I don't even care what the
Balls to the wall, baby.
Go
Aaron
on.
currently is in 3rd place with 22
Can I
points.
hear the question
Oh,
before
mine
I bet?
added up
No.
the way, because I had 2 that one time.
Anthony is in 2nd place with 24 points. Very tight between you two. And Colby is in 1st currently with 69 points.
Yeah.
So,
That's a solid number. That
yeah, I don't know if I can bet
it should be
it.
higher
Yeah,
since you
I
gave
thought-
him all the
I ended on
answers before the
60.
show.
all right. So flip your piece of paper over. First, you need to write down and put a circle around the number of points that you'd like to bet. And if there's a single
many do I
scratch
have?
out, you automatically get
How many
0.
do I have?
You have 24. Aaron has 22. Colby has 69.
Oh, you
could
said
just
23
say-
before.
No, I didn't. You could just say all if you want to. It doesn't matter. I just don't want you to change the points. So if I see any scratch outs on your paper, you automatically lose.
Nice. My scratch was I thought I had 23.
Let's see if Colby has balls here.
Here's the question. It is a doable question. There's no multiple choices. There's just an answer.
Mm.
We started with one great quarterback on this, and we're going to end with a family of quarterbacks. How many Super Bowls have the Manning family won?
Oh, is it my answer?
It's everyone. Everyone has to write down their answer.
Oh, fuck me.
How many Super Bowls has the Manning family won? Oh, Jesse, victory. We missed you on a few of them. Although, I think you were wrong on most of them, but I love the guesses. Let me see some answers for this one, guys. I'm gonna give our watchers a chance to answer this before I fire it off. We started with one great quarterback. We'll end with a family of them. How many Super Bowl wins does the Manning family have?
I'm showing you my answer.
How are we doing on this bottle? Go ahead and top us off while we see if we get any answers here.
Not really a lot to do that. A little splashy poo for you.
10 seconds. 10 seconds for answers.
Splashy poo, and then we'll just get it.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Aaron, why don't you tell us how much you bet, what your answer was?
Everything in 4 Super Bowls.
Anthony?
Everything, 4 Super Bowls.
Colby?
Same thing. Everything. 69. Very nice. 4 Super Bowls.
Well, I guess we ended in tie because you all got it wrong.
Is it 5?
It's 3.
Eli won 2 and Peyton won 2.
Yeah.
Eli won 2 at the Giants. Peyton won 1 at the Colts and
Colts
1 at
won
the
with the
Broncos.
Broncos.
Exactly.
I mean,
That is
4
a
seems
fact,
right
Jack.
to me.
Are
but-
your answers all wrong?
This is
Are your answers all wrong?
So Vinny
what
finishes
kind of
his drink.
fly-by-night
So you need to
questions are
finish your drink because
Hold on,
all
hold
your
on.
answers have been wrong.
It literally says 3 Super Bowl
But
rings
you're
right
wrong.
here.
But yeah, we just told you.
I'm looking right now. to
When's
see
the
if you
article?
guys are
Matter,
wrong.
man.
The article's
Give you facts.
Two Manning.
pre-2015.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're totally right. It's
It says
an old
2000.
article. You're right. You're right.
You finish your drink.
I
now.
will finish my drink. You're all
Because-
right. Colby won by a million miles.
But how do I know all these other questions weren't
Yeah.
fucked up?
This becomes
They were
You know
all
what?
2020.
I believe you.
No.
I believe you.
Thanks.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Colby's.
Yeah.
Who's
Thank
got
you.
a drink? You know who's got a drink now?
Yeah. It's Andy.
I'll
It's
drink.
Anthony. Yeah.
No.
Colby decides who drinks.
Yeah.
But I will drink mine anyway for fucking up that last.
and
So
Anthony's got to drink his now.
Cheers, sir.
I'm gonna
I mean, we're all
die.
going to finish our drinks.
Yeah, we're all
he
gonna
doesn't.
drink.
He gets to choose. He doesn't have to choose the person who finished
No,
last.
he already said Anthony.
Well, I'm just saying, if he wants to
Well,
choose
he
your
finished
schmuck
last.
ass,
He cheered
can.
me on.
He
and
finished
Anthony was
last.
Crying a
Yeah, you
lot.
are the biggest hater.
You are the biggest
I mean,
baby
whatever.
bitch this side of the Mississippi.
At the end of the day, we're all finishing our drinks.
We're all drinking.
You know what?
All right.
I'll finish it with you guys.
While we
What were
finish
these
our
questions?
drink, thank you guys very much.
We have questions here?
No.
No question.
2.
Oh, 2
Jesse
questions.
Victory said 2. It was 4. The answer was 4. I thought it was
What a-
3.
Not 3.
I
What
looked
kind
at
of
an
a
old-
fuck
I
said
looked
it
at an
says
old
2?
article.
Jesse Victory.
Jesse
Oh, my-
Victory, you got to drink, man.
Yeah. You don't want him to
Cheers.
drink. You do not want him to drink. I've seen him drink, and he starts choking people out.
Well,
Who's
we're not.
true? Do you
He's
know who
not
this person
choking
is?
us
I
out.
do.
Oh.
Yes. I'm the godfather to his daughter. actually.
Oh, look at that.
And he chokes people out when he drinks. And he's done it to a few people I know. So
Jesse, come on next week and we're gonna bring you on the show. We're
Sit
gonna
next to Anthony.
We're gonna bring you into the no, you don't even have to come
No,
physically.
I am not
Come
letting
digi-
him drink next to me.
You join digitally, we'll bring you on the show, we'll throw a few questions at you.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can see you choke Lance.
He's a huge Browns fan.
My
Yes.
See you week 1, Jesse.
Never mind, bro.
Well, he's actually
We'll
a
embarrass
Browns and Lions fan.
Oh,
I mean, does he not have any
real
self-respect?
glutton for punishment. A real glutton for punishment, man.
ouch.
All right, thank you everybody. Have a great week. Please, 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 if you could do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. We love you all. We'll see you
We
next
will
week.
get better.
Cheers.
Yeah.
What do you mean?